Today on Mysterious Morsels, we're talking about superstitions. Throwing salt over your left shoulder when you've spilled it. Typically, if you spill salt on the table or the floor or wherever, you're supposed to take a pinch of salt and throw it over your left shoulder. Why the left shoulder, you ask? Well, if you've ever seen those cartoons, which are pretty rampant, where there's a little angel and a little devil, one on each shoulder, typically you'll find the angel located on the right-hand side, the right shoulder, meaning right hand of God, a good thing, the right side. And on the left side, you'll usually see the little devil, because anything left, sorry left-handed folks, is considered evil or sinister and not to be trusted. Nobody ever swears in a Bible with their left hand in court, and you certainly aren't a left-handed man. You're always the right-handed man or the right-hand person, or he's my right hand. So it's always the left that's not to be trusted. And the theory behind throwing the salt over your left shoulder is that the salt will land in the devil's eyes, thus blinding him and prohibiting him from tricking you or getting you to do something bad again. Salt is said to be a sacramental. So if you're into horror movies like I am, and you've seen a lot of, especially B ones, they very often will take scriptural things or sacred things and bury them like in the salt flats in Utah, or cover them in salt, or surround them with salt and holy water. If you think about it, in Catholicism, if a baby is baptized, or when a baby is baptized, they put a little bit of salt on the baby's tongue, which again is considered a sacramental, and they generally are anointed with crosses on their head and on their hands and feet with chrism, which is also done, it's like a special oil, which is also done in confirmation, and again, saying that they're sealed, if you will. And then it also happens if you have last rites or anointing of the sick, as they like to call it now. So salt has always been considered a sacramental, and plays a big part, certainly within superstition in the church realm. And if you have a salt situation, you should throw it immediately so that you can undo the bad thing, or prevent more bad things from happening in the future. In conjunction with what I was saying regarding salt as a sacramental and the left-handedness of it all, lefties, and again, I apologize, this is just what has been, in terms of, especially with languages and such, you can usually detect that left-handedness is considered mistrustful. And within the wordage, being my, being a teacher and having the background that I have in linguistics and such, the words are just intriguing to me, and I can't help overlook it. So in Italian, sinistre, if you have mano sinistre, you have literally a sinister hand, so that's your lefty. And in Spanish, izquierda is considered left, crooked like a dog's hind leg. Interesting, the word esquina is a corner, so izquierda, kind of a play on that. Also left and untrustworthy, if you will. In French, to be gauche, which we've kind of adopted as a French thing, like, oh, you're gauche, like that's a bad maneuver in society, or an embarrassing thing to do or way to act. Also referencing left. So lefts, at least in terms of the, I'll say, Mediterranean, or really more specifically Romance languages, it's not a good thing. Not good to be left. Whereas the word for right is generally, for example, in Spanish, derecha is right as in rights and laws, and right and just, and you're doing things to the rights of people, and right-hand man, that kind of idea. So I just thought that was interesting to piggyback off of the right-left of it all. Years ago, witches, or people that they thought were witches, if you were redheaded or you had any kind of left-handedness, and God forbid you were left-handed and redheaded, and of course a woman that was already suspicious of being an innocent, or into what now would be considered probably holistic medicine and not a big deal, you were more than likely persecuted. So they all kind of tie together, but it's interesting how these superstitions work hand in hand, pardon the pun. If you like this type of content, scare the like button into turning blue and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. Thanks for watching.